Each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Oubre.
And he's not been as efficient this month as he had been earlier. Take a look at his true shooting percentage, and it'll show that he's gone a little bit frosty. Maybe tonight he can get that touchback.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Devin?
He's doing it all, DA. Thanks. What great athleticism with both these teams. I mean, every move is so graceful, so skilled. I mean, majestic.
It is, Kevin. There's an explosiveness. There's this speed that is absolutely incredible to watch. Every possession up and down the floor could have the potential highlight reel.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Grant down low with Jokic. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Diallo is out there with Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Pass to Ayton. Now Booker from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Booker's got his team on the board to start the game for the Suns.
Well, the mechanically sound shooting form of Devin Booker on display. That is pretty.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Back to Murray. Pass to Barton. 5 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Ayton. Denver shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second.
Well, you look at the Suns going forward. They have got to believe a big part of the puzzle is DeAndre Ayton. This guy was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft.
And stolen by Murray. It's Barton.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Rubio against Murray. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Shoots over Barton. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Rubio against Murray. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Nikola Jokic.
Well, you talk about a player displaying complete dominance on the floor. This is it. And it seemed like he could do no wrong as he was a factor in really every facet of the game. A truly remarkable performance.
Murray kicks to Porter. 6 to shoot. Here's Barton on the money from 12 feet away. Barton's got 5 now. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Barton against Booker. To the inside. And there's Bridges on the assist by Booker.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
Well, it was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Murray against Rubio. There's the pass to Barton. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Tries again. It's tipped. Murray, the pass to Porter. Outside for Murray. Here's Jokic. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. To the paint. In the corner, it's Bridges. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Porter passes to Grant. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Terrific focus from Jeremy Grant. This guy understands how to take contact and fight through it.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Booker against Barton. Pass to Ayton. Dishes to Rubio. Passes it to Diallo. He feeds it to Ayton. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Grant. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Grant finds Murray. Here's Jokic. Another miss by Jokic.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Rubio. That gives them the lead.
Oh, you have to appreciate Rubio's creativity. Floats that one in.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Rubio against Murray. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Murray against Rubio. Murray dishes to Grant.
Well, what a lineage for Jeremy Grant, a member of that very famous Grant family in NBA history. His brother, father, and uncle have all played in the league. And what a job he's done to follow suit.
Denver shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. No good on that one.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
Good on the second free throw. The Suns leading. Jerome passes to Diallo. Pass to Jerome. Ayton wide open. Porter pulls it in. You feel like Grant started to turn the corner, I thought, last season, Doris, in his development.
No doubt, Kevin. He got to see starters minutes for the first time in his career, and he was rock solid. This guy is a good rebounder. He's switchable on the defensive end, and he brings great energy every night.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And so Murray nails both of them. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Barton. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And the shot goes in. Barton's got 7 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here's Bridges. After the basket by Will Barton. And the pass to Jerome. And it's sent back by Jokic. Down low, here's Grant. Jokic trying to free himself up. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, Kev, how about Jeremy Grant playing to his strength? Uses that athleticism to finish that one with authority.
Suns trail by 3. Here's Jerome. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Ayton. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Jerome. No good. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Barton. Makes it off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
How about he has yet to miss? 4-4 to start.
Here's Jerome. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Ayton. He's looking for Diallo and finds him. And it's good. 2 points.
Gotta show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think, Greg. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Barton finds Grant, and the layup's good off the glass. Grant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Diallo. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year convo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Ayton. About this time of the year, we hear early talk about end-of-the-season awards. When you're thinking about who you'd vote for MVP or whatever, Doris, when do you start giving consideration to those topics?
You know what's fascinating, Kevin, is where all the major awards are considered, particularly the MVP, it feels like there's a narrative that develops back when the season starts. The key as a voter, I think, is to sort of eliminate the noise, look at the numbers, consider the success of teams, and make your decision from there. You've got to make sure you're really doing your research.
And sometimes, am I right, it comes down to the final couple days of the regular season before a voter like yourself knows for sure.
Kev, I have cast my MVP ballot on the last possible day in each of the last 3 years.
Wow. To the inside. Count that one.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Suns trail by 5. Jerome passes to Saric. He kicks to Oubre. Here's Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. And all the tools that made DeAndre Ayton the top pick in the 2018 draft already, Doris, on display at the start of his NBA career.
You know what, Kevin? People wanted to knock DeAndre Ayton for his defense, which wasn't horrific. But they forgot about all the things he can do. Let's remember, he's a great screener in the pick and roll. He can shoot from range. He's got incredible instincts with an incredible physicality to his game. Don't talk about the defense. Ayton too good on the offensive end.
And he can't get the first one.
I tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
He hits the second from the line.
And the first task for Monty Williams is going to be retooling this offense. Plenty of offensive talent here. Team has underperformed on that end for years.
And one of the things he wants to implement, Greg, Monty Williams wants to utilize more movement, right? He has mentioned a style similar to what they ran while he was with the Spurs organization. So don't expect to see any stagnant bodies on the offensive end this year.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Left side, Saric. Here's Baines. He's guarded by Plumlee. Clock at 6. Booker, right side. Here's the three. No good. Shot missing. And the Nuggets going the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Here's Morris following the score by Phoenix. The pass to Harris. Lets it go from deep. Jerome with the rebound.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
The dish to Booker. Here's Baines. He's guarded by Plumlee. Jerome passes to Booker. Sinks the three-pointer. Booker's got 8 points.
These types of shots speak to the confidence of Devin Booker. Catch and shoot, no problem.
And here is Morris. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's slammed in by Plumlee. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Saric. Plumlee with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Craig, good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Jerome. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Inside.
Such a raw offensive game at this point, but boy, you have to love Oubre's upside. Shows flashes of all that potential.
Harris outside. At the top of the key, Plumlee. This one for 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Plumlee's got his second bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Jerome, covered by Morris. Jerome passes to Booker. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. They lead by 4. Last time they met was in Denver.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
The Suns shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. Here's Jerome. The shot that time not on target. Now Denver takes it the other way. And it's Harris off the drive. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now a 6-point Nugget lead.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, you love guys who are efficient, reliable free throw shooters. Devin Booker is not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Morris with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Craig. No good on the last second attempt there. Will return shortly. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like, that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Dario Saric, and it's Baines in at the 5 spot. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. So it's Denver now, following the missed shot by Dario Saric.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Suns trail by 6. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Back to Rubio. Booker looking around. Saric outside. 4 on the shot clock. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Saric has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Denver leading by 3. Now Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Plumlee dishes to Morris. On the wing, Harris. And Baines pulls it down.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
The shot by Saric, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Now, here's Rubio. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. The Nuggets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. On the wing, Harris. Morris outside. Offline with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No good from Booker. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Craig. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
And Phoenix making a change here. Bridges checks in. Denver also making some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Vonleh. Jeremy Grant comes in for Harris. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris. What's the best combination of inside-outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, two guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots in a legitimate enough fashion that you've got to get out and contest those guys. But the other side of this is they can play in the post and be a legitimate back to the basket force who you've got to guard with more than one guy. I mean, how exciting, Kevin, are Joel and AD to watch play?
They are thrilling, I would agree. Here's Murray after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Now, here's Jokic. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And not a season, Doris, that pops off the stat sheet, but a strong rookie campaign for Mikal Bridges.
You simply can't ignore the defense he brings for this team. Very refined for his experience level. Teams would love to see him grow into a third option on the offensive end with this roster. Let's see if that happens.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, a promising start last year for Mikal Bridges. The offense was there, but it was his impact defensively that has really gotten most people's attention. A lot of great tools for a young player.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Porter's checked in for Denver. Barton comes in for Torrey Craig. And with Bridges and his defense, great coaches speak very highly of his basketball IQ.
And that is why, as a rookie, he would often get assigned to guard the toughest perimeter player. Good size and great instincts make him one of the best young defenders on the team.
Suns trail by 4. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Ayton in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Murray kicks to Barton. Porter looking it over. Grant right side. And it's denied.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Rockets.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
You know what, Greg? I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that.
That one misses for Murray.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Bridges passes to Kaminsky. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Porter outside. Here's Grant. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Grant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets. And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. Saric outside. Pass to Ayton. Over Jokic. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Count it. And now it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
But Jeremy Grant has figured out how to be opportunistic on the interior. Nicely done there.
And so here's Phoenix. Rubio outside. He's off on that one. Good defense by Jokic. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the middle. Bridges with the steal. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Rubio, the pass to Ayton. And it's sent back by Jokic. Barton outside. The fader. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barton. Jokic has got his 2nd basket. And it's the Suns with the ball, trailing by 10. Porter with the steal. And finished off by Porter.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Sheck Diallo comes in for Kaminsky. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Saric. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That's going to send Ricky Rubio to the line. That one on Porter.
And it was made clear early on to Ricky Rubio that the Jazz were moving on from him. But Rubio quickly finds a home in Phoenix. 3-year deal for Rubio, who is a good fit with the Suns. Having a real point guard on the team like Rubio should be a huge boost.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. And it's the Suns with the ball. A 12-point game. Passes to Diallo. Oubre outside. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Just 3 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. Keeps it alive. And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Murray dishes to Barton. Takes a 3. And the call up against Jokic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Suns trail by 10. Pass to Diallo. The pass to Jerome. There's the double team with Grant. In the corner, it's Oubre. Ayton trying to break free. Oubre can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 10. Grant up top. And stolen by Diallo. Here's Jerome. That shot off the mark. And Denver the other way now. Porter kicks to Jokic. Back to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Free throw good. Porter.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism. Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The Suns have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. And he knocks down the first one.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Denver making a switch here. Onley's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 16-7 run. And Murray, here we go. Jokic. Some solid defense from Ayton.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Porter. Well, Doris, even though he can sometimes get a little ahead of himself, you love the energy that Kelly Oubre plays with.
Oubre is exactly the kind of player who can provide punch on the offensive end off the bench. He comes in, he can disrupt on the defensive end, and he can finish plays for you offensively.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
And not the same rhythm or approach that he had in the first quarter when he was taking it straight to the teeth of the D and really creating contact. Like to see him get back to that here in this quarter.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Bridges. And then for Denver, Harris comes in for Porter. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Now here's Barton. He's got 12. It's hauled in by Diallo. Down low, here's Ayton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Ayton's got 15 points.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Barton. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
Take a look at Murray. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Suns trail by 7. Jerome passes to Oubre. And here is Ayton. Inside. Oubre kicks to Ayton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jerome. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Barton passes to Harris. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Barton, no luck.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Last season, we saw Kelly Oubre get traded to the Suns. That was a surprise success for both him and the team.
Oubre came in and gave the Suns that defensive spark they so desperately needed. The long arms, he can get in the passing lanes, and he plays with tremendous energy, and they love him.
The first one falls.
Now you look at the physical gifts for Kelly Oubre. 6'7", but with a 7'2" wingspan. He's a terrific leaper, and he's got great potential defensively.
And Phoenix making a change here. Baines is checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Plumlee is checked in for Nikola Jokic. And both free throws good for Oubre. So it's Denver now. 58 seconds left to play here in the half. Barton dishes to Morris. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Jerome. Offensive rebound. Diallo no good. Denver leading by 5. Here's Harris. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Harris has got his second bucket of the night. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Jerome. Booker left side. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Nuggets have gone 6 of 9 at the line. That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both. And here's Booker from outside the arc, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Nuggets ahead, up 9. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. What a start it was for Will Barton. He had 12 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. They have a 9-point lead. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, Grant down low with Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Murray, and it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. Here is Rubio. Following the basket by Jokic. He gets that one. Rubio's got 7 points in the game.
Tell you, unwilling to settle for something on the perimeter. Rubio sticks his nose inside.
Passes it to Porter. Here's Grant. Over Diallo. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. To the wing right side. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it to Porter. Back to Jokic from downtown. Rubio with the rebound.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Bridges misses. Denver leading by 7. Barton passes to Grant. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And he gets it back. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. A nice shot by Booker.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Murray with it. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. And again, Denver no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Denver shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Phoenix grabs the miss. On the wing, Booker fires for 3. Here's Diallo, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Diallo's got 6 points. Denver leading by 3. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Trying to end the drought. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Friday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
He misses the free throw. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Kaminsky is checked in for the Suns. And Grant drops them both. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Here's Murray, and he converts the layup. Murray's got 6.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Suns trail by 6. Booker outside. He kicks to Bridges. They double him with Jokic. Kaminsky, the pass to Bridges. 4 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. No good from Booker.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Murray outside. On the wing, Porter. Over Rubio. Porter, no luck.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
It's Barton with the drive, and there's the feed to Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
This may be as aggressive as Jeremy Grant gets. He is right now lighting up the opposition.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Rubio against Murray. The pass to Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Here's Murray. That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Sharge checked in for Phoenix. And Denver with a change here, too. Harris is checked in. Suns trail by 8. Rubio, the pass to Booker. Now here's Kaminsky. Pass to Ayton. The turnaround Jay, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And here are the Suns now, trailing by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the basket by Rubio. Here's Murray. 6 points for him. Passes it to Jokic. Porter outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Pass to Kaminsky. Back to Rubio. Releases. And the wing jumper offline.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Porter passes to Harris. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Nuggets. Monte Morris comes in for Michael Porter. And Jokic drops them both.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
And Saric kicks to Baines. He dishes it to Rubio. From 12 feet out, that's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Oh, wow. Rubio, wide repertoire of moves off the dribble.
Harris outside. To the left wing. Jokic with it. Baines is there. Here's Harris. The Nuggets with another miss.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Now, here's Rubio. He's got 13. Here's Baines. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And Phoenix making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Vonleh's checked in for the Nuggets. Denver leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. It's stolen by Morris. It's Vonleh atop the key. Over Saric. The shot by Vonleh no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Here's Jerome. Rebound by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And now a 12-point Nugget lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Oubre. Gary Harris making his last shot. Oubre finds Rubio. Harris against Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Jerome. Over Murray. Here's Baines. Saric trying to break free. And good that time. Baines has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Morris looking over the floor. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And finished off by Oubre.
I'll tell you, you put it anywhere around the rim, and Oubre's got the reach to go and get it.
We've got 1:55 left here in the third quarter. Murray against Saric. Here's Vonleh. That one wide left. Suns trail by 11. In the corner, it's Oubre. The three. It's rebounded by Vonleh. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. Knocked loose. Harris outside. Good on the triple. Harris has got the lead up to 14 now for Denver.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
And here is Saric after Gary Harris made that last three-pointer. Pass to Rubio.
Rubio?
6 on the shot clock. Here's Baines, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Baines has got his third basket of the night.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Murray outside. Passes to Harris. One-on-one fast break. Here's Saric. Rejected by Harris. And he recovers it. Yep, that one goes. Saric has got 5 points so far. Denver leading by 10. Morris outside. Out left to the wing. To the inside. Harris. And it's blocked. And the foul on Jamal Murray. And that'll be his third foul so far. Phoenix has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Rubio, the pass to Bridges. From outside, off the mark. Barton drives in, and that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so it's Denver up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Ricky Rubio is out there with Bridges. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Oubre. And it's Diallo in at the 4 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Bridges passes to Diallo. 5 to shoot. Here's Rubio. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 15 here tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Harris with it. Now defended by Oubre. Here's Morris. Here's Plumlee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Suns trail by 13. Rubio outside. Oubre against Harris. For 3, Bridges. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Porter's checked in for Denver. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Oubre. Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rubio. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Baines missing.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
The Nuggets with another miss.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Rubio with a wide open look. Connects from three-point range. Rubio's got 11 in the second half. The Nuggets leading by 10. Now Morris. Kicks to Barton. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And it's Booker in for Oubre. And a switcher also for Denver. Grant's checked in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Diallo, and Grant sends it back.
Well, he's got to be a defensive stalwart, and Jeremy Grant using his size to send it back.
And stolen by Booker, and the foul on Will Barton. That'll be his second foul of the game. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Rubio, the pass to Diallo. Dishes it to Bridges. On the wing, Booker. Takes the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Booker's got it back down to single digits for Phoenix.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Morris kicks to Barton. Grant with the ball. Diallo's there. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And again, it's Denver.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And so here's Phoenix. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rubio. The shot, no good. And Denver the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Barton. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Suns trail by 13. Pass to Diallo. He kicks it to Bridges. And the pass to Diallo. To the middle. Here's Rubio, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
I tell you, if Rubio could ever score consistently like this, it could change the equation for this team.
Morris inside, covered by Rubio. No good from Grant. Phoenix has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. The offensive rebound. Here's Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
This guy is such an intelligent basketball player who understands how to read defenses and make them react. Go to work, DeAndre Ayton.
And the first one at the line is good. By Kaminsky, he's checked in for Diallo. Ayton hits them both. The Nuggets leading by 9. Now here is Morris. Baseline jumper, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's Kaminsky. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Grant. Denver's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Barton surveying the floor. Here's Jokic. Offensive rebound, and Porter putting it right back in. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Here's Rubio. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. It's Barton with the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Barton. Murray's checked in for Morris. No good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 14. Here's Bridges. Floats one, and it's sent back by Jokic. Here's Murray, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Kaminsky kicks to Rubio. Ayton dishes to Rubio. Six to shoot. Bridges passes to Kaminsky. Here's Ayton. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Ayton's got 19 points.
Well, the offensive game will round into shape over time, and it's absolutely critical that DeAndre Ayton look to score as much as possible.
Now, here's Porter. Barton finds Jokic. Here's Grant. He's covered by Ayton. Grant the pass to Murray. Banked in off the glass. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in this second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Suns trail by 16. And here's Rubio. Pass to Kaminsky. Kicks it to Booker. Shoots over Barton. No good from Booker. The Nuggets leading by 16. And stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Instinctual playmaker. Booker very crafty in distributing to his teammates.
For Denver, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Knocked away. Pass to Kaminsky. Launches a three. Denver grabs the miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Murray, good.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 16-point game. Murray against Rubio. Pass to Ayton. And it's Rubio. That time on the assist by Ayton. Ayton's got 3 assists now in this one. Denver calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, his key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Denver leading by 11. Here's Murray, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Murray's got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Phoenix has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Booker. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Booker. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And the dunk by Grant.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here is Rubio. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. And he makes the first.
That's so much that Rubio gives you. The last thing that has to come to me is the range shooting.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Barton dishes to Murray. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Nuggets now. 1:50 left to play in the final quarter. Kept alive. Plumlee goes back up. Misses the layup.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Bridges shot. Good.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And here's Porter after Mikal Bridges hitting the three. The pass to Murray. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Murray's got 11 here in this quarter alone. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 14.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nuggets.
They simply ran them off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Jokic.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. Phoenix making some changes. Jonah Bolden's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Diallo, and it's Carter in for Booker. Here's McRae, defended by Carter. Morris outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. And that one is good. And Denver has possession. Morris with the ball. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy in, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.